Is there a possibility that this was Joe Schoen's last press conference? I mean, you have to look at the whole tapestry since he got there. Saquon Barkley's gone. We didn't get nothing for him. Xavier McKinney walking. He's balling out in Green Bay. Now, we got Tyler Nubin. That's good and all, but imagine Tyler Nubin and Xavier McKinney. We got Bobby Okereke, which was a good signing that he picked up. I mean, we got some good pieces, but he also failed in a lot of other areas. And at the main position of all, quarterback. So we're going to look at Joe Schoen press conference, see what's happening, see what's going on, hear the nervousness in his voice, hear the cracking. We're going to hear it all. But the main thing to point out too is, well, remember on Hard Knocks when his son was like, you should go after Jaden Daniels if you got a chance. And Joe Schoen, he said, know what? We okay. We're okay. We're okay without a quarterback.
Give me a name.
Jaden Daniels. Trade up and get him. Why not?
Okay, if Jaden Daniels...
You only get this job once.
But let's get into these interviews right here. I ain't going to keep it long. Let's get straight into it.
Good day of practice today. Lifted, had meetings, and we'll start circling up with the coaches tomorrow and the rest of the week, and see how we can look to turn the ship as we go forward the rest of the season. So
2-8 here, in year 3 of this rebuild. Shouldn't you guys be better, and why aren't you?
Yeah, nobody's happy that we're 2-8. That's what we're going to do the rest of the week, Daryl. I understand the question.
My man's never answered the question. He understands the question, but he never answered it. Them publicists, boy, they good.
And we don't want to be sitting here at 2-8. And I agree with what you said. It's year 3 and we're 2-8, and it's not where we want to be. And we're going to start looking for solutions. We do it every week. You go to each game, and you're looking at matchups and being competitive. And we've been competitive in the games. We got to find ways to finish games, and that's what we'll do the rest of the week. How can we, whether it's the way we practice, the way we're doing things, scheme, coaching, personnel, whatever it is, we're gonna look under every rock and try to figure out solutions moving forward. We got 7 games left, so there's still a lot of time to play.
How would you evaluate Daniel this year, Joe?
Yeah, in general, it's not just, I understand the question, and you want to pull him out, but it's everybody. Everybody's got a hand.
See, that's the accountability thing right there. You want to pull him out. If this was any other player on the NFL Giants team, whatever, if this was any other player, it would have been like, okay, Deonte Banks is not playing well. Somebody else is not playing well. Somebody else is not doing this. Yeah, he got to play better. Yeah, he has to do this. Daniel Jones, no. We need to look at everybody. Everybody needs to play better. Now I get it. You don't want to throw your quarterback under the bus, but it needs to be some type of accountability. Say, yeah, Daniel Jones need to play better. Daniel Jones needs to play better. He's been messing up a little bit, and the team has too as well. But he needs to play better, and we understand that's the leader of the team. And Daniel's going to get it together. You say the truth, and then you give him a vote of confidence, even though we know, and this is Daniel Jones, he's done. But you say the truth. We just want to hear some accountability. We just want to hear the truth. That's what New York is going to do. They're going to keep pressuring you until you say the truth.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
And we can handle the truth.
And in this, again, I know being the quarterback and offense coordinator, head coach, a lot of people like to point to those guys in general. Daniel.
Talked with Daniel Jones yet?
I actually did talk to Daniel Jones.
He's played some good games, and there's some games where, maybe you'd like to have some.
I'm sorry. Some Giants fans may disagree with me. You may disagree, but Daniel Jones has not played a good game. He's played an average game this season. He's played average, but he hasn't played any good games. Good games are 300 yards plus and 3 TDs. Or if you're going to have over 200 yards and some TDs, you're going to win the game. You're going to do some spectacular plays. It's going to be some deep balls. It's not just playing it safe and throwing checkdowns and the defense winning the game for you. When was the last time that Daniel Jones got in a shootout with another quarterback and won? That doesn't happen. He got in a shootout with Bryce Young and lost. He got in a shootout with the Carolina Panthers, the worst team in the NFL, and lost. Now, we get what happened. We understand what happened in overtime. But you're going in overtime with the worst team in the NFL. But now, you know what? We are the worst team in the NFL.
Throws back or do things differently. But in general, it's not one individual or, one situation.
It's not one individual. Tell that to the Houston Texans that drafted CJ Stroud. They went from 3 wins to like 10 wins, 7 or 10 wins, and went to the playoffs. Tell that to the Houston Texans, who were a worse football organization than the New York Giants. And they changed their whole franchise around with one player. One player. Now, I'm not saying they didn't have no pieces or anything like that. They had Laramie Tunsil, the left tackle. They had other pieces around. But that one player with a horrible organization, a new coach coming in, they changed that whole thing around. Now, we know they're struggling a little bit this year. CJ Stroud, this is his sophomore year. We know they're struggling, but look what a rookie quarterback did. Look what Joe Burrow did when he came into the Cincinnati horrible Bengals when he first came in. Come on now, stop saying stuff. My thing with Joe Schoen, he think we stupid. That's his problem. He think we stupid. He think he know more than everybody. His own son said draft Jaden Daniels. Now, I understand Washington probably won't move nowhere to give up no picks. But who knows? If you throw the sun, moon, and stars at some teams, they'll bite.
Keeps occurring, unfortunately. So whether it's, defense is on the field at the end of the game, we've got a chance to close it out, or, offense has the ball in a couple of different games and we could go down and score and, close the game out. So again, we're going to look at solutions and, we're going to evaluate everything like Dave said yesterday. And, that's what.
Honestly, there is no solution that needs to be made but one position, which is the quarterback. The running backs are good. Devin Singletary, Tyrone Tracy, awesome duo. Malik Neighbors, Jalen Hyatt, Darius Slayton. I'm not a huge fan of Darius Slayton, but he's very productive. I just think him and Daniel Jones got chemistry. Then, like I said, Jalen Hyatt, Wanda Robinson, Malik Neighbors, all that. Wide receiver core good. Offensive line, it was shaky, but they've been decent this year. Andrew Thomas went down. We struggled a little bit, but we've been still average at offensive line. Defensive line is good. Linebackers is pretty average. Secondary, not good. But our safeties, I like our safeties. Jason Pinnock, Tyler Newman. Like I like our safeties. So kicker, we know how that's been. But my thing of what I'm saying is that like it's really one position. When you think about it in its full totality, it's one position. Yeah, the secondary is not all that. But how many times have we seen a great quarterback or a good quarterback come in and change the whole organization around? It happens every season. Every season.
What we'll do moving forward here.
How would you evaluate Brian right now? Brian Dable.
Yeah, again, we're 2-8. So again, we're going to look at solutions. He's coming in every day. He's working hard. The team is staying together. We had a really good practice today on a bye week, which is the first time we've done that in his 3 years here. And, again, he's done a really good job of the guys are competing, keeping the locker room together. And again, we're in these games. We're in these games. We just got to fight away.
No, you need to let your quarterback go. You need to let your quarterback go. That's what you need to do. And that's the crazy part. I really think he set up Brian Daboll to fail. He set up Brian Daboll to fail.
Way to finish it. That's 1-5 in 1-score games. So, we got to find a way to get over the hump and make plays at critical times of the game, whether it's red zone, third down, or getting off the field on defense, or tackling on punt coverage and not allowing a punt return for a touchdown. Again, there's a lot of things that we can look at and we need to improve on, and that's what we're going to do the rest of the week.
Put this team together. It's your roster. When you look at it from what you thought you were going into the season to now, do you look down at this personnel and say, this team is not good enough? I didn't put a good enough, I didn't give the coaches enough?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Paul.
So why, if the players aren't good enough, then it's got to be the coaching. So
No, I don't think it's not.
It's either one or. Now, I understand you can't say the players aren't good, the personnel isn't good, and you can't say the coaches aren't good. I understand that. I understand it. Doesn't make it right, no, but I understand it. But I think where they're grabbing for is, where is the accountability? It has to be on some part. And if you just tell the truth about Daniel Jones and say, look, we're evaluating everybody's position, especially the quarterback position, and we'll see what we're going to do going forward. We'll see what we're going to do going forward.
Not players. It's not one individual. That'd be easy fix if we could say, hey, it's this. Like, everybody's got their hand in this, Paul. Myself included. It starts with me, and we have a really good rookie class. That's playing well. We have the youngest defense in the league. We're 17th in defense, and we're 23rd in offense. We're middle of
He's telling the truth about that, and we're number 1 in sacks as well.
the pack. So there's not a large margin for error when you go into some of these games, and it's 4 to 5 plays a game that make the difference. And that's what we got to figure out, how to make the plays in critical moments to get over the hump. And I saw a stat last week. I think it was, through week 9 of the NFL season. I don't have the updated week 10, but
I'm going to skip through some of this.
The most one-score games in the history of the NFL.
In the league in scoring, why do you think you haven't been able to score?
Yeah, that's what we're going to look at this week. I mean, we do it every week. We look at it every week, and again, whether it's execution, it's scheme, it's personnel. Maybe we have penalties, or there's a drop, or we fumble, or it's just everybody's got a hand in it. Games, and again, we have 19 of 22 starters are under contract for next year. I believe it's 41 players on the 53. So there is a.
All right, so that's pretty much all I got right here. That's it. Yeah, I've been talking for too long. Let me get y'all out of here. You also had Russell Wilson in the building, and you did not want to get him. You did not want him to sit, because Russell Wilson, I'm pretty sure he wanted to play, but I'm pretty sure y'all probably told him he need to sit behind Daniel Jones, and when Daniel Jones started playing bad, Russell Wilson will go in the game. Daniel Jones is not the guy. Russell Wilson is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and you're going to tell him to sit behind Daniel Jones. You saying there was no quarterbacks in the market. Sam Darnold's doing decent. Russell Wilson's doing decent. And there's many other quarterbacks that's playing subpar. Everybody's playing better than Daniel Jones because Daniel Jones is a backup quarterback. Malik Neighbors couldn't even get his name right on the IG Live, called him Daniel Jones. Look, the guy's not it. To make some changes, we got to do something. It's not even that we got to make changes. We got to make a change. Michael Jackson said, I'm talking to the man in the mirror. Joe Schoen needs to look in the mirror. He needs to see what's going on. He needs to reevaluate himself. See what's going on. He keeps saying we need to do some evaluating. No, reevaluate the most important position on the team. Stop playing with us every Sunday. Look, I know we want the number 1 pick overall, but can Giants fans at least see something different? I don't care if Drew Lock come in the game and we still losing. I just want to see somebody other than number 8 taking the ball from the center. I go by the name AO Mike from Hollow Takes, and I'm out.